some people just assume, that hey, your guys are going to blow out these first couple games and things are going to roll. But I had a good idea that we were going to be tested.
And welcome into Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie. I'm Zach Hanley alongside Chez Mellusi, and this is Wisconsin Huddle. Chez, 2 different types of tests through 2 weeks. You come away with 2 big wins. How do you feel heading into week 3?
Yeah, I mean, we feel good. I think everyone knows. I don't think we played a complete game yet, but I think that we found ways to win. I think that is super important. But I think we haven't played complete football yet, and I think if any week, that we can and will, I think it will be this week.
Well, before we get to that next opponent, let's look back at Saturday. It was another grind-out win for Wisconsin, and this group showed that, again, when adversity hits, they don't blink. Second half, all the momentum was in South Dakota's favor. Jake Chaney got called for targeting. The Coyotes had the ball on the 4-yard line, and the Badgers forced a field goal. And then the offense scored on 2 of its next 3 drives to put the game away and finish strong for the 2nd straight week.
Yes, it's been 2 pretty tight games, and maybe it's not what we've been envisioning, but being able to go out there and play our best ball in the 4th quarter, I mean, that's just a testament to how we train and how we handle our business.
Priding ourselves on going through hard situations, going through hard stuff. Camp was hard. Winter workouts was hard. Spring ball was hard. Summer workouts was hard. So that's just something that's just carrying on to the games. Like when we get in hard situations, don't bend, don't fold, just keep going.
Now, we've talked about this before, but the ability to be put in tough situations and not break, maybe that was something that you weren't able to do last year.
Yep.
How are you been able to do it this year?
Yeah, I think, going into the whole year, the off-season, spring training, fall camp, I think it was an emphasis on figuring out a way to finish. And I think that, our coaching staff, Coach Brady, our strength coach, incorporated a bunch of ways to, finish, even if it had to do with our workouts or even during football practice, we incorporated finishing. So I think it's shown in the past 2 games for sure.
I'm Iron Jock brand ambassador Chez Mellusi, and this is the Iron Jock Player of the Week.
It's not just because he's sitting right next to me, but our reigning Iron Jock Player of the Week has done it again.
2nd goal to 9. Van Dyke will give it to Mellusi again. Inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Chez Mellusi from 9 yards away.
16 carries, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns to earn Chez back-to-back honors. Powered by Silver Ion Technology, it's what's inside. Well, now it's time for our Pep's Draft House category draft. For pizza with big toppings and even bigger taste, you need to take it to the house. So, Chez, this is how it works. You and I will be drafting 4 choices that best fits a certain category. But the kicker, if you pick something, I can't say it, and vice versa.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Today's category is fast food chains. You don't eat a lot of fast food, do you?
I do not, but
No.
I know them.
Okay.
I don't eat a bunch.
All right, so we're in the same boat. You have pick number 1, so I'll
Okay.
let you go first.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, that's a good pick. We're in Wisconsin. Got to go Culver's.
Okay. Popeyes.
I'll go old school. McDonald's.
Okay. Wendy's.
Sonic.
Okay, that's a good one. This is more down south, but Zaxby's.
Okay, that was going to be my 4th one.
Zaxby's.
I'll go In-N-Out Burger.
Okay.
And that was Pep's Draft House category draft. You can play too. Just head on over to Wisconsin Huddle's Instagram page and let us know your top 4 fast food chains and who won the draft. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wisconsin Huddle. It's the game everybody circled once the schedule was released. It's Alabama week. The Tide coming to Madison as the 4th-ranked team in the nation. It's the first time Wisconsin has hosted a top 5 team in non-conference play since 1989. And Bama is as good as advertised. They enter as a 16.5-point favorite, but the Badgers don't really care about being underdogs. They're looking at it as an opportunity to prove to the rest of the college football world that they're wrong.
That's what you came here for, play teams like Bama. Like it's an amazing opportunity to see where you are on the measuring stick. Like I said, it's like a top 4 team in the country. Like this is an amazing opportunity for us, and we're excited.
This is definitely the type of games you grow up kind of dreaming about playing. You're going up against the blue bloods of college football, the teams that have always been good, and I look forward to that opportunity to play against them, not only to see where I'm at as a player, but just seeing where this team at.
As a leader on the team, what's the message this week?
Yeah. I think that if you go into this week and just treat it as any other game, I think you'd be lying to yourself. I think that, telling the guys, especially in my room, that, this is the type of game where, if you make plays and if you perform well and you help the team, you can change your life, your family's life, and, where you're at. It's the type of game where you play the best, and if you want to be the best, this is where you have to perform.
Week 2 of Bucky's Beast brought us a truck stick by a freight train.
And a toe tap pick that looked like OBJ. But week 3, it's a whole different ballgame.
Let's talk about FCS transfer Elijah Hills. Not only does he add a little beef on that D-line, but Hills is just like his celebration. Money. 3rd and goal, and he's got the Coyote QB looking like a deer in headlights. Nowhere to run when Big E is bearing down on you, but this guy just doesn't sack the quarterback. Look at those shoulder pads. That's the sign of a man not afraid to mix it up a bit in those trenches.
And then, Zach, up in the sky, Eric Collins and Spencer Tillman, they were on the call for this game, and when the beat dropped, they got funky with it. Only one problem. The moves, they're a little bit more like the funky chicken than jumping around. The passion is there, but the execution, there's something to work on. Respect one of college football's best traditions by jump.
So for Spencer, Colin, Elijah, and I guess now Andrew, congrats on being our Beasts of the Week.
It definitely wouldn't be Quincy Burrows. That's off the top of my head a no.
If I had to choose someone to help me survive, I might have to go with Cade McDonald. He's a handsy guy, really smart. Probably knows something about the area we're in and gonna be help us get out. I might be a liability, but we'll get through it.
I'm gonna go Will Paulin, because he's just like me. He's a real impulsive. So when he thinks of something, he goes with it, and I feel like we would think of something that it might not work right away, but we figure out something. I feel like just Aaron Witt is another guy I'll bring with me, just a guy who has a good sense, I feel like, of nature.
I would probably choose, honestly, Cade McDonald. He's very smart. Like on the D-line, he's a very smart individual. I know that he'll probably do much of the thinking, and I'll do much of like the handiwork, picking up stuff and trying to get like whatever we need, but he'll be the brains behind everything.
I'm going with Aaron Witt. Aaron Witt, he's very like outdoorsy, kind of screw it, get after it mentality. Guy that's not scared of anything, so I'm going with Witt.
This is pretty easy for me. Riley Nowakowski, that's my guy. Number 1, I don't think I spend so much time with him right now, I don't think I'll get annoyed on that island. And number 2, he's from Wisconsin, pretty handsy guy. Like, I'm from California. We don't do the whole, hunting thing like that. We really don't.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Huddle. 2 weeks and 2 losses for Zach.
And the stomping has commenced.
There we go, this game.
But 2 wins on the field for the Badgers. This week, though, Ches, going to be a little more challenging. Not because of my skills in this game, we know that, but because I am Alabama. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel good. I'm pretty good at the game, but
we know.
You're right. You have some help, Alabama. You have some help for sure. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, let's go. Being the villain is amazing. Should I blitz? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because
you told me to blitz. That was his man.
I knew you were in cover 3, so cover 3 beaters the seam.
And they scored, but there is a penalty.
No way they called on no line.
Let's find out.
No way.
Oh.
No way.
Well, at least you know how to kick. I would have missed that for sure.
I can't believe they call holding on that touchdown.
Oh no. God. I don't want to hear it, Chez. I do not want to hear it.
Last game we played,
What?
AB had so many picks.
Should I blitz? I'm not blitzing. Last time I listened to you, you almost scored a touchdown. It feels like final score 6-0.
I gotta get some points. I gotta score. That's a pig. 1 yard line.
It's my first pick.
Hunter Wooler. Hunter Wooler.
You know what? I don't really want to play this game ever again. 40 seconds. Anything.
Anything's possible. Oh no. Oh no. That's one of the problems with him.
That's the cheat code.
That's the cheat code with him.
Oh, I don't want to chant. I want to call a timeout.
You might lose a timeout from that. Yeah. You lost the timeout from that. That was bad coaching.
Every time I've lost, Wisconsin's won on Saturday, so might as well keep that streak going.
Definitely.
More Wisconsin Huddle after this. And welcome to this week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. I'm Zach Hanley.
And I'm Bryson Green.
And this is Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And you've played this before?
Yes, a little bit when I was a kid. Not too much though, so I'm a little rusty.
Good, because I'm very rusty with this.
Gotcha.
All right.
Countdown? No?
All right, yeah, countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
It's working real well. I think mine's broken.
Yeah. I thought. Oh, there we go. That's a W in the button.
3, 2,
1. Go. There we go. Oh, it probably was a down over the first time. Yeah. Got an iron chin. Yeah.
He's not even hitting your guy.
Face.
We're gonna have to drug test this guy. Wow.
The Red Rocker just has the hands.
When you're not playing football or at practice or at the facility, anything to do with Wisconsin Badger athletics, what are you doing? What's your downtime?
In the summers, it's fishing.
Okay.
I love to fish all the time. Damn, there we go. Got the L. I would say fishing, and then I'm a big NHL player, so I love playing NHL with my brothers.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Who's your team?
My team is Capitals. My cousins grew up loving the Capitals. I was born in Minnesota, but there we go. There we go.
3, okay, go.
There we go. Just get it going.
All right, I also heard you were a golfer?
Yes, I golf every once in a while. So I really got into golfing right when I got to Wisconsin. I got a set. Another W. It's all good. It's all good. We can just reload. 3, 2, 1.
Who do you golf with? Did you go with the guys on the team?
It was almost a tie. I would probably say AB and Tyler Van Dyke.
Speaking of TVD, so you kind of were in the same position, right?
Yes.
You come into a new program. How did you kind of help his transition along?
I mean, we all knew, we've all been there before. Dang, we all been there before in the transfer portal's a new thing.
Yeah.
And I think just inviting guys, whether it's food, catching the ball after practice or after workouts and stuff like that.
Right.
Boom.
3, 2, 1.
We
got to end on that, I think.
I guess so.
All right, well, for Zach, he's Bryson. That was this week's Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. Tune in for more fun and games next week.
I think it's super, super huge. I think that people that drink soda and people that know about Pepsi, if you think about Wisconsin kids, I think it's a super big deal because a big time soda like that, investing in student athletes, kind of brings support to everyone. I mean, it was super fun. Me and Hunter got to, meet a bunch of the people, and we just kind of walked around the town and just, handed a bunch of people Pepsis, and it was super fun. Bucky was with us, and, we got to meet a bunch of the students and, kind of just hand out Pepsis to everyone. If I do drink soda, it'll have to be the zero sugar one for sure.
And now it's time for a segment that needs no introduction. And I will say Luke Fickell was turning some heads when he got off the bus for the Arch March last week. Did the Badgers like his look? Well, let's find out in this week's Feelin' the Fit.
Coach Fit, he likes this no socks look. I think he a little too old for the no socks look. That's just me though. I like the belt, I guess. I'm not a fan of the jacket though. But I mean, I guess he has to wear red though, because we're Wisconsin. That's really not red though. 3 out of 10. 3.7 out of 10. I like the smile.
I like the black pants with the black shoes. I think that matches well. Obviously got the black belt on with the silver kind of piece in the middle. Matches the tie as well, so shoes, tie, pants. I like the jacket a lot. I do. I actually like this fit, so I'm gonna go with like a 8.5 out of 10. The hair's getting me though. Hair might be the 10, but don't tell him that.
Coach Fickell's drip from 1 to 10 is probably a 0. To be totally honest, I love Coach Fickell, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't wear this, but if he love it, I love it. But just me personally, I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it, but I know that's my boy's style, so hey, man, rock on.
All right, Ches, be honest, Coach Fick's probably not gonna watch this. He's probably not gonna hear what you have to say. Do you like it?
So, honestly, his dress pants are tailored, and I can appreciate that. The ankles are pretty shaped, and I think that they're tailored well. I like the jacket. I'm gonna give him a good score. I'm gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, I think he did a good job. For me, it's always the dress pants, and if your dress pants are tailored well and they kind of fit around your ankles and your calves well, that's all I really need. And a good suit jacket. So I'll give him props. He did a good job.
What would make it a 10?
The belt. I'm not a huge fan of the belt.
But you'd wear everything else?
A little differently. I'd be a little flashier again, but I think the belt would make a better belt would make it a 10. But I think it's a good outfit for sure.
8.5, okay.
Yeah.
All right, 8.5, Coach Fick. Hope you're watching. Well, that's it for this week's Wisconsin Huddle. For Chez Mellusi, I'm Zach Hanley. We'll see you next week.
I'm a first man. Oh, Bambi!